And together, we are
Experiences with my father.
You nearly forgot then, didn't you?
No, I did not.
You did. You nearly forgot. Right. So,
Ladies with gentle hands and gentlemen, we are about to go.
ladies with gentle hands.
And
What
gentlemen.
on earth are you on about?
It's just a remix. Why not?
Okay.
Anyway,
Right. So, first, apologies that we have not done a video for a long time.
yes, and we shall. I'm going to make this promise now. I haven't even planned it, but we shall do more.
We will do more. Actually, we've got 2 planned for today. He doesn't even know about the second one.
What?
If I'm looking weird as I'm driving, I've pulled my neck,
Yes.
unfortunately. So I'm a little bit sore. So if I look like a weirdo, or should I say if I look even more like a weirdo, that's why.
By the way, I know what he feels like because me and Dad went to Scotland in our, Pops that you may have seen on the Florida vids.
Yep.
Their RV, they basically took that for driving Scotland. My neck was pulled for the entire holiday. Really miserable.
Well, no, for most of the holiday. It wasn't the entire
No,
holiday.
the entire holiday.
Was it? Oh,
It just
fair
got
enough.
better through
Fair
the
enough.
second day.
Great. I was hoping this would fix quicker than that. So, anywho, without further ado. So we will do more videos. As you know from previous videos, I am building my new salon in Cheltenham. It's taking a long time.
I don't bet on that. I would expect at least a year to keep that thing complete, but you've done it in months. And
Yeah.
you're not even...
Yeah.
You're not just...
We're nearly ready for paint now. We're not far away to getting it painted, getting the furniture built. So we're not far away. We're aiming to have that completed by the end of November. This is the 10th of November today. So yeah, we're aiming to have that done by the end of November, so we can then we have a very busy period through Christmas for the salon, through December, and then January we can sort of, if there is any final touches up, we can do those and then be ready to move, and we will be working from the new location from the 14th of January.
There's 2 things I also want to say.
Go on then.
Me and Dad have also been, as you know us, thinking about ideas of the van that we want to do to change the camper van that you have heard of.
Yep, yeah, we want to do in the future when I've saved up some more money, because I don't have any anymore.
Me and Dad have done a bit of a stupid limit, and we're going to try and buy it in a year.
Yeah, well, the plan is it may take us a while to build it, because we'll build it in sections and do things. My mum and dad have put me onto some YouTubers called the Lodge Guys. They're really, really nice chaps. They did their videos on Florida, and they also built Taylor, which is their RV that's a van that they converted. And I thought, you know what, that's a fantastic idea. Let's do it. So yes, that's one of our next main challenges. Once we've got this building, the salon sorted, and the existing salon where we are at the moment, it would be nice to get that sold. Not the salon, but the actual building itself. Then we can concentrate on that, build up some money, buy a van, and then you can share the journey with us.
In a luxurious camper van.
Well, actually, they can share the journey with us as we build it.
Yeah,
to be honest,
I swear you said that before.
probably. But anyway, people might not have seen that video.
Also, another thing
Yep.
is that one day, I don't know if we should do this, it's your real choice really, but we have the sat-nav system that sounds like Venom, and I think you'd love to see it.
Yes, that is pretty cool, actually. Well, I'll tell you what we can do, actually, now you've said that, is we can put it's Waze, by the way, is what I'm using.
Ways, you go onto the language settings and it comes up with
Voices.
Yeah.
Voices settings, and you go into the voices, and then it comes up with different options.
Yeah.
One of my customers told me about it. I thought it sounded pretty cool, so I did it. So if I set it for, because we're on our way to where I work, or close to where I work in Cheltenham, so if I set it for work, it will probably cut in occasionally.
Hey, I miss Mexico. And that goat stew. What do you call it?
Birria.
I have dreams about it, Eddie. We're vivid dreams.
Please stop talking. In half a mile, add the roundabout. Take the second exit. In
ta-da!
a quarter of a mile, add the roundabout. Take the second exit.
So that's pretty cool. And
Add the roundabout. take the second exit.
You said it. You said it.
You got it. I got it. Okay. It's actually proven to be quite accurate with its distances and times and stuff like that, and it just makes a journey more enjoyable, to be honest with you.
And hilarious.
You can also, with Waze. Now we've gone off subject. Theo and I do this.
In 1 mile, at the roundabout, take the second exit.
You get used to us getting distracted. Joys of dyslexics. So basically, so you could also, with Waze, you could also set things like, or there's a traffic jam, or there's a speed camera, or whatever. You can set it. You can put it on the map yourself. So the idea
At
is
the roundabout, take the second exit.
the Waze community is all about helping each other, helping one another to have better, safer journeys. So it's brilliant. So anyway, why are we off to
In half a
Cheltenham?
mile, turn left.
Shush. You'll know a little bit because obviously you've read the title. But the reason we're off to
In a
Cheltenham
quarter of a
now,
mile, turn left.
is there a way of shutting him up? Because good grief, he's going on a bit now. So yeah, basically, we're off to Cheltenham because the salon build has taken longer than I thought it was going to take. I was very, very much over-optimistic on how long it would take. And I kind of hoped that Theo and I would have a chance to have a little bit of a week away somewhere. And that didn't happen in the half term. So it's a little bit of a treat for us both. We're off to see Paddington.
3. If you didn't know there was one, it just came out.
Yep, Paddington 3. Paddington in Peru.
As they name it.
So we're going to see that. And the big difference about it, now some of it we can share with you, a lot of it we can't because it's in the cinema. But we are seeing it, and we're doing it slightly differently. We're doing it at something called the Tivoli. Now, this is part of the Everyman group. Now, unfortunately in Cheltenham we have the Everyman's Theatre, which is the stage theatre, and then we have the Everyman group who has the Tivoli, which is a cinema. That can cause confusions, so make sure you know where you're going.
We're talking about cinema.
We're off to the cinema, and it's supposed to be a special. It's a special experience. You have sofas, you have food delivered to you, and stuff like that. So I thought I'd share that with you. I've never done it before. He's never done it before. It's a little bit more expensive. It's about £10 more. Hang on, it's about £10 more for us both to go than it would do like your average cinema trip. But as I say, we didn't get to go away, so I thought, why not just have a little bit of an extra special experience and share it with you? Yeah.
Let's say this. You may have seen our Florida video coming back in business class. Let's say this is the business class of cinemas.
Yeah, that's how I've described it to him. It's all like, I don't know.
I came out.
Hey?
No, I made that up.
No, I said that about 20 minutes ago. You're not pinching my lines, boy. So basically that's how I see it. It's kind of like the business class of cinemas. It's quite nice, it's quite special, it's quite plush. I've never done it before. It could be one of those things that I regret because we're like, well, we don't want to see anything any other way. But do you know what? We work hard. Let's
I don't think
enjoy
we'll
it.
regret this. I really don't think we'll regret this.
Well, I might regret it because, as Theo says, if you look at our Florida videos, we were very lucky. We managed to fly home business class with BA. Absolutely beautiful.
Oh.
Brilliant flight. Really comfortable. Lie down seats, the lot. Brilliant.
Landing.
No, the landing was fine.
To me, it felt like someone accidentally stopped a jet to the front.
You're very, very critical of it. Anyway,
I've landed better in flight sim.
I'm trying to remember, we haven't got the microphone, so you might want to speak a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. We are very sorry about that. But I've landed better in flight sim.
Yeah, there's a big difference, isn't there? Flight sim, real plane. Anyway,
Sim.
as I was trying to say, so yeah, we flew home via business class. Now that was because we got one heck of a stonking deal, to be honest with you. So I don't know if we'll ever do it again because it's normally exceedingly expensive. I got a really, really good deal. So I then said to Theo we might go away in October for October half term. And I explained to him the difference between business class and EasyJet. He wasn't massively keen on the idea of EasyJet.
Easy. No one likes easy.
But, for short haul flights, nothing wrong with it. So this is what I'm saying about, we're going to the cinema in a kind of, business class sort of thing. and this is why I might regret it, because he might be like, well, I only want to do that now, Dad. But we'll see. We'll enjoy it.
What do you mean by
Well, I only want to do. I only want to go to the cinema in this way instead of like the normal cinema.
That's only 10 quid extra, let's be honest.
Okay, well you can pay the extras then.
I'll tell you what, I actually probably could. I'm not joking, because you don't go to the cinema that often, so
No?
I actually probably could do that.
I'd rather you save your money for more important things down the road.
That's important, being with me and you.
Oh,
That's why it's called Experiences with My Father.
very true.
In fact, it's right here on my t-shirt if I can't fall over.
Yep, this is it. So anyway, so that's where we're on our way to. The phone keeps acting up, so this might be a little bit jittery with the editing. Hopefully not. But yeah,
It looks really weird.
but that's where we're off to now. We're off to Cheltenham. We're just bombing up the M5. Not bombing up. We're driving leisurely. We'll park up, and then you'll see us at the cinema, I guess. Do as much as I can with regarding the experience, the Tivoli. So yeah, obviously I can't do the previews. I can't do the film. You know, I don't want to ruin it for people. But hopefully I can give you a good idea on as much of the experience as we can. And then what we'll do is on the way home, we'll review it. So we will see you
In a minute.
in a bit. There.
Actually, we'll see you in
So-
about a second.
Stay tuned. So here we are. This is the entrance to the Tivoli. So I was told by my colleague Oscar just to walk straight downstairs. By the sounds of it, quite often there isn't anybody at reception. So I'll follow you down.
Extra points for style staircase.
Yeah, it's a very nice staircase. Already this feels rather posh. So then you've got this bar area where we're obviously going to have a chat to that lady and show her our tickets and stuff. So we'll just wait in the queue here. So as Theo's just said, as Theo's just pointed out, it reminds me actually quite a bit, this, of the airport lounge when we went to Gatwick, in the sense that it's calm, it's relaxed, it's rather nice, rather enjoyable. Go on.
That reminds me of like the departure places that you walk down
Yes,
the road.
yeah, he was saying the corridor there just reminds me of like the departure places and stuff. I can see what he means. So we've been given these menus to have a look through. So the idea is, ready for us, we're going to go in, we're going to sit down, get ourselves comfortable, and then they're going to come round, take our order of food, drinks, what have you, and then from what I've been told, whilst you're watching the previews, that comes out for you, and then you can just enjoy it whilst doing the film.
Headshot.
What do you reckon so far?
I mean, what kind of what?
Yeah, got lots and lots of different options. So if I just do this, we're probably going to go for like 3 sharing platters, if they can keep it still. So we can sort of have a look at those. We've got burgers, you've got hot dogs, you've got fries, you've got pizzas, you've got sundaes, you've got desserts, drinks, shakes, oh god.
You know what I'm going for now?
Beers, soft drinks and stuff like that. So the items on the menu are not cheap. But hey, in for a penny, in for a pound, or by the looks of it, in for a fair few pennies and a fair few pounds. There you go. Right, so here we go. Screen 3, I believe we were told. So we're going to go around this way. Hiya. Oh, that's a good question. Bear with me. Wow. So, what were we? Let's just have a look. E6. Right, so we go down here. So we find E, which is this one, and then E6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god! No, this one's yours. Next to me, you little git. You're not having both of them. So here we go. So we got. This is rather cosy, isn't it?
I could live like that.
Right, so we will wait for them to come around and do an order. So anyway, we are going to go for the. I can't. Oh. Look at that! Look at the service. So cool. So we're going to go for the halloumi, tempura prawns, and garlic dough balls with fries, and you're going to have.
An Oreo milkshake.
Hey, an Oreo milkshake, and I'm just going to have a Diet Coke or something. And then I will brace myself for the bill. So.
Guess what? Dad cried.
Yeah, I cried again. This is very fuzzy. I don't know if it's just the camera. Hang on. No, I think you're struggling with the light.
Yeah.
But yes, I cried again. It's soppy. Very nice film. We won't give anything away, but it's a very nice film. But yes, I had a few tears.
It's definitely different to the other Paddingtons by
I still think I prefer Paddington 2. Do you prefer this one?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. I think I prefer Paddington 2. But it's very good fun. So yeah, we will vacate the cinema. As you can see, it's very nice, very calm, very comfortable, isn't it? And we will get back to the car and we'll have a proper chat. So we're back in the car. The lighting's not much better, is it? Really?
And now Dad stopped with his sobbing. We can continue.
I do get emotional
Every single time.
but that's a good thing. It's good to show your emotions. So yes, what do we think? So Paddington film,
Best Paddington yet.
he loves it. I don't get me
I
wrong.
say I love it. I just think it's the best Paddington film they've got so far.
Fair enough.
Quite a long while.
Fair enough. I enjoyed it, don't get me wrong, but I prefer the second one. I think for me, the Phoenix Buchanan character is brilliant, so I love the second one. And what do we think to the experience of the Tivoli?
That is the most modern, most glorious, most exquisite thing I've ever seen.
So, as you've seen, the entrance is rather nice. It does feel quite special. It does make you feel a little bit, as I say, like almost like you're going into one of the lounges at an airport, to be honest. That's rather nice.
But it's underground, so that's even cooler.
Yeah, it's underground. The staff are very friendly, very attentive. They're very good. Seats were comfortable. You get these little lumbar cushions for the sofas, basically, and they're very nice. You got these little tables to the right or left of you, depending on where you're sat, to put your drinks and what have you on. You know, the only negative I would say really is the food and the drinks are expensive.
Yeah.
The cinema experience itself, I think, was about, but for the two of us, it was about an extra sort of £6 to £10 extra than if you went to a normal cinema. So to be honest with you, with that in mind, I'd be probably tempted just to take, if you can, sneak some drink. I did see people had their own drinks. I saw people had sandwiches. You know, if you brought a few things in yourself, you'd save yourself a fortune, because we had 2 drinks. I had a bottle of Coke Zero. He had a milkshake. We shared the sweet halloumi, honey chili halloumi thing, which was very nice. The tempura prawns, which was very nice. And
I don't know about the prawns. They didn't really taste like they had much flavour apart from like prawn.
well, did you dip it in the tempura sauce?
Mm.
Oh, okay, I thought it was very tasty. And the dough balls, and again,
Oh,
the dough
those
balls
are
you had to dip, but they were very nice.
What's the problem with dipping?
Hey?
What's the problem with you and dipping?
Well, the problem with dipping is we're in a cinema and it's dark.
Oh. I know that.
So yeah, you had to sort of dip the stuff, which is fine, don't get me wrong. And then we also had some fries. The fries were a bit just okay, really.
Just normal fries.
They were just all right. I wasn't blown away by them. But that almost came to the same price as the cinema tickets. So with that in mind, that's very expensive. So, you know, my thing is definitely go and see a film there again, but I'd either eat out before or take a drink with me or something like that. At the end of the day, we wanted to try the experience fully. We have.
Not fully. We didn't have to order a burger or a hot dog, so don't say fully.
Yeah, because the burger's like 15 quid. That's the thing. The food is definitely, you're paying an extra sort of, you know, different. You're paying like almost like a tax on it because it's a bit different. It's a bit special, really. But that's fine. But we thoroughly enjoyed it. Very nice experience, very comfortable. Shame the child next to me snored all the way through. But other than that, very, very nice, actually. Definitely would do that again. One thing I have noticed over the years, and I do apologise again for the quality of this, because I'm quite dark, but that's maybe a blessing.
Yeah, it is.
So, we flew, as I say again, and I'm not trying to bring it up again, but when we flew home, we flew business class, okay? It was a bit special, it was a bit different, it was very exciting. And yet, some people I don't know whether they do it a lot, whether they just don't care, I don't know. But they can be really quite rude to staff. I noticed on that flight, there was somebody sat relatively close to me who was really quite rude, quite obnoxious to the cabin crew, and there's just no need for it. And then today I've just thought about this, and in the cinema, Theo went to the loo, I was waiting for him, and there was this family who'd gone there with their kids, and I'm guessing it was the grandmother, was kind of hounding the staff like, oh, when can we order the food, when can we order the drinks? And the staff was saying, explaining to her, like, when you go into the cinema, when you have the previews, we'll come round and we'll do the order. And she was like, oh, well, the kids are very hungry, the kids want this, the kids want that. And they were like, well, look, we'll try and deal with it as soon as we can. And she was really quite rude, to be honest with you, really quite obnoxious, and quite hassling them. And I just thought to myself then, why is it that when, you know, people go to do something slightly more special maybe, they suddenly have this arrogance that they can bark orders and treat people really poorly? I don't understand it. It's really sad. It's certainly not necessary at all. And to be honest with you, what does it harm anybody to learn that sometimes you have to wait? You know, we've had occasions where Theo's, oh, can I have this, can I have that, or whatever, and I've just had to sort of say, yeah, okay, mate, you know, you can and we will, but we'll have to wait. It's part of life. It's how we learn to have patience. I have not got a lot of patience, I will be the first one to admit it, but it's how you learn to have the patience you have. And it's just something that frustrated me really, and I just felt I wanted to voice it. You know, please remember, you know, people, especially people who work with the general public, you know, they don't deserve to be barked at. They don't deserve to be treated as a slave. And, you know, everything will happen when it's going to happen. Anyway, that's my little note on it. So thanks for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed this little video. And as I say, this is the Tivoli in Cheltenham we've gone to. It's the Everyman group. They've got a lot of them throughout the country, so have a look and see if there's one near you. This one is in an old BHS location in an arcade, so I can imagine they've probably done that a few times over the years, because obviously, you know, shopping has changed. I'm being interrupted again. Go on then.
By the way, get over here now. Do the experience, is brilliant. Get over here now. Get over here.
Go to the one. This is what I mean. Go to the one which is close to you, because it wouldn't make sense if they were living in, I don't know, Scotland and going to Cheltenham to the cinema, would it?
But now.
But there is loads around. So yeah, so that's us now. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you ever so much for watching. Please remember to
like and subscribe and hit the bell notifications, baby.
And we look forward to seeing you on the next one.
And don't forget, if you want to comment on anything, any questions,
yep,
he will not know.
I will try my best to answer stuff. So anyway, we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.